We're going to turn now, though, to a much anticipated conversation and a very important topic, because as Abu Dhabi continues its transformation into a globally competitive, people-centric capital, the pressure, understandably, on infrastructure, services and natural resources is growing in tandem with the city's remarkable expansion. In this fireside chat, His Excellency Mohamed Ali Al Shorafa, Chairman of the Department of Municipalities and Transport, will be discussing Abu Dhabi's long-term strategy to enhance livability, to enhance sustainability, and also urban resilience through bold planning and that all-important smart investment. We're going to be joined by Lubna Bouza, who is Head of Business News at Sky News Arabia. Please join me in welcoming both His Excellency and Lubna to the stage.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to all of you, and thank you for joining us. My name is Lubna Bouza. I'm the Head of Business News at Sky News Arabia, and it's my pleasure to be here and to be part of this event. And of course, it's an absolute pleasure to be sharing the stage with His Excellency Mohamed Al Shorafa. Thank you very much for making the time. Your Excellency, I would like to begin with the recent announcement about Disney coming to Abu Dhabi.
You always start with a bang, Lubna.
Right.
Well,
I want to know the full story behind this exciting news.
I think it was an exciting news for everybody, not only in Abu Dhabi or UAE. I think it was a regional and actually international excitement. This tells you a lot about testament of our leadership and how they want us to attract international investors, international brands that can add value to what Abu Dhabi is and UAE is. Our colleagues from Department of Culture and Tourism have worked tirelessly day and night in finalizing this agreement. It's something that I believe personally everybody in the region would be happy to come and see Disney. But look at it from a bigger picture. I think Disney, Ferrari, SeaWorld, Yas Mall and other developments that are happening there, which will be announced by also our colleagues in the tourism, adds a different paradigm to how urban planning is, how we are trying to attract more visitors and residents in Abu Dhabi. But also tells you how people outside of the United Arab Emirates are perceiving Abu Dhabi specifically in terms of being an attraction to them. Having a brand as big as Disney to choose Abu Dhabi as its destination in the Middle East and North Africa is a testament to what we are doing and what we are going to do as well.
You know, picking up on this point, in your mind, why icons like you mentioned, Ferrari, Louvre, Guggenheim, Disney, as you mentioned, and others, choose Abu Dhabi to be their home?
I think it's very simple as well. I think we understood the right story and strategy that we need to tell them, and they are seeing our implementation on ground. As you said, the Louvre, the Guggenheim, Team Lab, National History Museum, Sheikh Zayed National Museum, Disney, Yas, all of these brands adds value to what we are trying to do, but how we are convincing them is what they see actually on ground. I think also they understand our direction in terms of economy, livability, urban planning, transportation strategy, how we put all of this together, that we come up with a great product and an experience, not only for the visitors, but also for the residents of Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi has transformed remarkably in the last few years. What is DMT part in shaping this long-term vision?
See, as a long-term vision from our mandate as Department of Municipality Transport, it trickles down from our leadership's aspiration. How to create a livable environment for people, how to attract more people to come and live in Abu Dhabi. This also requires a lot of touch points with our other departments and mandates. For example, the Economic Development Department, with our tourism department, security, safety, Department of Education. All of us now are working towards one single direction, and every component of that direction is tackled by the department responsible about it. If we talk about DMT position, creating a livable environment is not as easy as people think. It's not only building roads, it's not only building the right districts, but trying to understand what actually the residents are looking for, be as close as possible to the residents, understanding in terms of the transportation, schools, creating the right urban environment for them so that I can attract more people to come to Abu Dhabi, attract visitors, make it seamless transportation network, looking at sustainability as well. I think it adds, it's a total solution.
And with this urban growth, fast urban growth, the question is how the department is working to probably investing or even innovating to future-proof the infrastructure of Abu Dhabi.
Very good question, and this is where our urban planning refresher that will be announced hopefully in the next month, where the Abu Dhabi growth is going to be and to what extent. Obviously, this also depends on our economic aspiration in terms of creating more employability, creating more investment zones, and all of that are going to come up with an increase in population that we believe is going to double by 2040. And to sustain that growth, we need to have the right infrastructure, as you said. So to future-proof this, we have to plan in phases. Where are the new locations that I need to have for my industries, my clusters, innovation clusters, sustainable clusters, different clusters that have been already identified by the economic department, but also where are we going to have our new beaches? I give you a simple example. Part of our new urban plan, we are going to increase the green space per person by 4 times. So we're actually quadrupling the space of our green space, increasing our transport network with our high-speed train, which was announced a few months ago between Abu Dhabi and Dubai, introducing our new transportation networks, new public system. It all comes together so that we understand even being agile. You never know, a COVID might come back again or something might happen, but how can we be as agile as possible in terms of our plan?
And it's here important to understand how you are planning to balance maybe the urban growth and environmental sustainability, especially in spaces like housing, mobility, or even green space that you've mentioned now.
See, sustainability is a cornerstone in our urban plan, and it's also part of our leadership's aspirations of our net zero, carbon net zero strategy. And by doing that, we have to implement even in our parks how to sustain our irrigation system by using technologies, by using AI, introducing more electrified public transport systems, changing our taxis to be completely, rather than hybrid, to be completely electrical. And we've already introduced them in our Abu Dhabi network now, but also introducing sustainable construction methodology into our construction codes, which have already been introduced, and this is a key component of our strategy in Abu Dhabi.
And as we do that, Your Excellency, how can we ensure that we remain people-centric and inclusive?
People-centric is actually a very important foundation of our Liveability program. And when we say Liveability program, we actually try to identify, and we came up with an algorithm that works with other departments as well, but spearheaded by Department of Municipality and Transport, by identifying and measuring exactly what people want, either from social, from education, from healthcare, from obesity, from walkability, from community centers and retail, trying to create districts for people that we don't want them to leave this districts unless it is a requirement to go out of their districts. So we come up with a score readiness score for every district in Abu Dhabi. So we have 65 districts in the city of Abu Dhabi that we can identify what are the gaps that we need to develop and what are the areas that we need to actually double down on. And we've been working with a lot of our sister departments as well in creating more facilities that are specific to their strategy as well, like obesity programs or social services programs. Having it a homogeneous program that only focus on the residents in Abu Dhabi.
I'm sure it's not all, great. I'm sure there are a lot of challenges that you face. Top 3 challenges you face every day.
We need to do things yesterday.
Oh gosh, okay.
Okay. Speed is very important. The benchmark is actually very high, and we are glad that we have a very strong leadership in Abu Dhabi that always wants us to be at the top. I don't want to say that's a challenge, but this is an area that we always try to aspire to, and they support us in trying to be the top #1 in the region. And we are the #1 in the smart city index, from safety, from livability. We have nice problems. I don't want to say these are issues, but these are opportunities that we can actually build on.
3 areas you believe you need to improve in Abu Dhabi.
Areas that we need to improve, actually probably to develop projects as fast as possible. Construction. We need to construct more.
What kind of constructions here?
Infrastructure.
Infrastructure.
More infrastructure, because we're seeing an expansion in our, alhamdulillah, and we're seeing a lot of influx of not only visitors, but also people coming and want to live and work in Abu Dhabi. And by doing that, we have to have the right infrastructure for them as quickly as possible.
What do you think of what Yas is doing? It's amazing, fascinating for me.
I think when you look at Yas and compare it to other areas in the world, it's very unique. Maybe there are 2 or 3 benchmarks that you could only benchmark Yas to. But creating an entertainment, livable, family-oriented island is incredible. And all of you see it now, they're all coming together. And at a point of time, we'll say we need more space for Yas, or creating another Yas. But it's actually being planned very nicely.
What is another Yas you're referring to?
No, not another Yas, but I think different components. Yas is more entertainment, family-oriented. You have Saadiyat is a little bit different. You have Hidariyat is a little bit different as well. And that difference is actually very unique to Abu Dhabi. And I think it actually adds value to what Abu Dhabi aspires to. It's for everybody.
100%. I am running out of time, so I have to wrap up with this. As a final thought, if you had to define Abu Dhabi's urban legacy 20 years from now in one sentence, what would you want it to be, sir?
In one sentence, I think a city of innovation rooted by well-being, a city of innovation rooted by well-being and built on sustainability.
Give me a percentage in your mind, a percentage, how much we achieved, yes, in your mind.
I think we are 65.
65%. So 45 to go?
Yeah. There's a lot of work to do.
No, actually 35% to go. So we will see a lot more.
Yes, inshallah.
You promise?
100%.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very
so
much.
Thank you.
Now, I'd like to invite Joe Chidiak onto the stage, if possible, sir. Thank you very much indeed, because I know that he is keen to recognise the contribution of Abu Dhabi Department of Municipalities and Transport, specifically in urban transformation excellence. Joe, I'm going to come and stand this side. We are going to be bringing a contribution award out to you in just a minute, sir, but just to mention that Abu Dhabi Department of Municipalities and Transport has, of course, been instrumental in transforming the capital into a model of sustainable urban development. In 2024, DMT completed over 4 billion dirhams worth of projects, including the introduction of more than 200 parks and beaches, enhancing the city's livability with initiatives like Abu Dhabi Canvas, which have enriched the urban landscape through creativity and innovation. This is what we are celebrating here today, DMT's commitment to smart mobility, of course, evident with the successful trials of passenger carrying drones and the expansion of public transportation networks, recording over 90 million bus rides. 90 million. These efforts really underscore DMT's role in shaping a future-ready, inclusive and vibrant Abu Dhabi.